up, witches? Told you I'd be back. I'm coming at you with another all signs. I'm going to do a slightly different one this time. This time I'm going to do a chakra check-in for each sign. I pull a card for each of the chakras and just see what's going on, see where you might need balance, see what might be reversed, things like that, and what you could be working on, and energies for today. As always, do not force resonate anything. Like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. And you can always join me with Cards and Coffee morning messages for the collective, those who are dealing with these types of energies and understand what's going on. If you just want a general message of what's, like, dealing with the collective that you can observe. Yeah, bigger perspectives, I guess. Rambling incoherently. I know. Told y'all. Tell the truth a lot, surprisingly. Alright, so let's jump right in here, right? Okay, so we're going to go crown to roots. Yes, I do have a cheat sheet, so yes, I will be looking. And that way I don't miss... I do that for that and the zodiac and things like that, so I don't miss them. And yes, I am a sensitive, over-explaining soul. So here we go. We're going to start with Aries. Let's see what's going on with Aries chakra alignment at the moment. Alright, Aries, I see that you get the Nine of Swords here reversed in your crown. So it's kind of coming out of this fear of cruelty and realizing that cruelty says more to do about others than it does to do about you. I see that you are defending your third eye here. You are trying to balance out your throat chakra. This is awesome reading for you so far, right? In the center of your spread here, victory right over your heart chakra. Accepting victory, owning that you are allowed to have it. Awesome. Solar plexus. Solar plexus is still a little fired up, right? I do. Your strength, your personality. Be careful that you're not a little bit too hasty with your words and not a little too over opinionated with them as well, right? For your sacral, you got virtue, right? That's a healthy balance, but your sacral energies, balancing out those areas well, and you are rooted in 10 of Cups. Awesome, Aries. Awesome, Aries. Cannot really, your energy is, and stability and comfort and all that is in there. You've overcome a lot, and you're doing an awesome job. Alright, that was beautiful. I hope everybody else is wonderful. Alright. Here we go, Taurus. Sorry y'all, I know I am buzzing high today. It's just, I'm not drinking any more extra caffeine or anything than I usually do. It's just, you know, that new moon building into Aries, and I just, Sun in Aries, I'm just feeling it really, really big time lately. Alright, Taurus. What do we got for you? Alright, Taurus, I get your crown. I see that you're having a hard time understanding how to balance situations right now. Your intuition is telling you that you need to nurture these things, you're just not sure how. I do see that you are getting victory over controlling what you say and how you react and respond to others. That is awesome. Your heart, Queen of Fire, right? Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire, a lot of passion in your heart. It's a lot of energy and love there that can be used if directed in a very positive way. Awesome, Taurus. Not used to doing an uneven number of cards. Alright, so your heart is really in a passionate area. Your solar plexus, your I do, is kind of in a hermit mode right now. So I don't see you doing a lot, but I do see you. The reason that you're sitting still is you're doing a lot of contemplation. I do see your sacral is kind of blocked here with the universe, blocked energy right now. And I do see that's because you're still rooted in a tower. And what I mean by you're rooted in a tower is your main energy that you're building on has been a lot of looking at past failures. This wouldn't have happened to me had that not happened to me. Had this not happened to me. And looking at all these old towers, and you're rooting your energy in there, and you need to shift that if you want to break through and open up that sacral energy, and then you'll be able to come out of the hermit mode, activate all that fire energy, get victory over your voice, right? See how that you can nurture everybody and then balance out that crown and blast that positive, awesome energy to the universe. All right. Gemini. Sorry, I don't mean to tap so loud. I know I gotta glass this. It's ridiculous. Gemini. I will say, when you do things like this, you tap into these energies all the time. It is kind of a roller coaster-y ride, right? When the energy is really heavy and dull and sluggish, I will appear heavy and dull and sluggish along with it, man. You can't read it without being in it, man. You can't be afraid. That's part of doing the dirty shadow work that we have come here to do sometimes. You didn't come here with the light to stand around a bunch of lit up people. You came here in the light to find the people in the dark as well. We all gotta take our turns, right? Help each other out. Gemini. Who are you lucky? Sometimes if they're all reversed, I will turn them around because I feel like I dealt them upside down. I feel like I dealt them to you, Gemini, so this is a strong message for you today. Because the cards are even facing towards you as if you're here to read them right now. Alright. I see your crown and understanding really lies in you trying to hold your own virtue, right? Your third eye, you're doing a lot of retrospecting on what your third eye and your intuition is actually trying to tell you. I see that you are speaking a lot about Six of Cups, love, memories, things of that nature, nostalgia, things that bring you pleasure. That is actually a beautiful place to manifest from. Your heart is manifesting from a place of completion, which is awesome. I see that your solar plexus, what you are doing is working through a lot of those past failures, and I see you doing that by speaking about them, the good times more than the bad times, and putting the failures where the lessons are. Beautiful. I see your sacral is you feel a little defensive. Excuse me, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. A little defensive with the Seven of Wands here, but that is fine. You are holding your morals, your valor in that area. Stand strong. If you were hitting a completion and an ending, this is exactly what you are doing exactly what you were supposed to be doing, and you are doing it because you are rooted in your high priestess energy, okay? So, Gemini, that is amazing energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You can't even beat that right now. Alright, Gems, you're good to go. I don't think you really need any advice at the moment. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. So if that's all you needed was confirmation today, blessed be. There you go. Alright, what do we got? Cancer. Cancer today. Again, as well, just like with Gemini, you are dealt towards you. High energy, y'all. High energy. What do we got? Alright, your crown is really focused on what you are passionate about right now. Right? But your third eye here, you see that you need to move on from a past situation. You need to be able to cut out and communicate bullshit that you no longer deal with anymore. You need to use your perceptions on how to create those healthy boundaries and cut those out, right? I do see your heart is in this place of hope and renewal. Beautiful place for your heart to be, right? Taking that really wide perspective. There's so much represented in this card. The moon card, all that is all represented in with this star card, right? Really owning that shadow aspects and seeing the place of hope and renewal, right? Your solar plexus, you are the Ace of Cups. You are a fountain of love energy right now. Pumping that through that hope and renewal energy. Your sacral, you feel like you are the manifester of your own reality. You do have that power, right? And you are rooted in sending messages of love. Absolutely gorgeous. I hope light workers are enjoying this today. Awesome. All right, Leo. We got going on with that. Last one. Alright, Leo, I understand. I see blah, 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 blah. Just start talking before my mouth can keep up with it, right? I see that you understand that you need to be moving on from an energy with a swiftness right now. Something that has been throwing attacks at you, and you realize also that it is not your job to throw attacks back at other people. What? I am not going to throw shade back at shade. What? I am no longer allowing others to dictate my energy. I dictate my energy, and how they respond is not me. I transmute it back to them as positive energy for myself. Boom. Very powerful energy to have in your crown right now. I do see that your third eye, I see. You are really focused on trying to figure out the message behind it all, right? With the science, with the Six of Swords, that rite of passage, trying to figure out, seeing what it's all, how it's all piecing together, how it all pieced together, how it created you to be in this powerful energy. I do see that your throat, that you're being quiet because there's something cruel around you, that you bite your tongue a lot. See, because here we go. Boom. You see it, and I see that you're trying not to engage in it. You're trying to figure out a way around it, but your throat is blocked still. Okay, you're still blocked in that area. All right. I do see your heart is in an area of wanting to send messages of love. Because you've got the King of Cups here. The King of Cups is also very balanced in his emotion. So I do see that what you're grasping is, you've realized you're grasping control over your emotions. You're grasping control over your throat, even though that's kind of killing you, right? You got the Queen of Swords in your solar plexus. You are actively working on cutting out these negative things around you, but you have to go through this phase of, when you set up healthy boundaries, having to defend them. That is all that's going on right now. Ace of Swords. I feel like you're really speaking your truth when it comes to what you find pleasurable and what you find socially acceptable and what you are tolerating right now. And that is allowed. You are allowed to definitely, when it comes to your sacral chakra, determine exactly how it is used, and only used in ways that is beneficial and pleasurable for you. You never have to do anything that you do not want to do and you do not like to do. And if you've already broken that boundary into doing something you don't like to do in those areas, you are allowed to say, you know what, I don't like that, and I'd rather we didn't do that anymore. And if that's a deal breaker for you, that's a deal breaker for you. Right? All right. Your energy right now, you're rooted in another fire sign here with the Temperance card here. Your energy, where you're coming from, is balanced right now. You're balancing out, setting healthy boundaries. You're balancing out. I kind of see, and Leos, you can be some of the biggest narcissist signs. You get the biggest ego, right? I see that's a battle that you've been having. What a lot of people have probably accused you of being the narcissist, and I feel like you're having a true battle with an actual narcissist that you have attracted with your narcissistic persona that you have put out, is how you have reeled in this fish. Alright, Leo, that was as long as I could get for you. You are doing what you need to do. Keep doing that. Keep setting those healthy boundaries. Hold your ground, okay? Hold your ground. If holding your ground means they're going to leave, let them leave. Okay? Alright. What do we got? There's Leo, Virgo. Alright, Virgo. Let's see how you're doing. How is your energy shifting back and forth? Like I said, timelines and things like that, any of these readings, it's up to you if you want to adjust them. If it does not resonate with you, then it is not your reading, okay? Don't force fit things, okay? Don't force fit. If it's not your story, then just, I'm not picking up on your energy. Be grateful. I don't resonate with my own readings 99% of the time anymore, okay? I'm here reading for people who need to hear these messages. Alright, Virgo, I see you have a great understanding of your own power, but you just can't see how to create these celebrations that you want. You cannot speak the love that you want to speak for some reason. I do see your heart desperately wants to take a leap of faith, but your solar plexus just aren't taking control, right? You just can't get that gut intuition on board. And if your gut and everything else is unaligned with what the leap that you're trying to make, whether that's what you are trying to manifest or not, it is going to definitely conflict with each other. A lot of people have that. Listen to your gut, listen to your heart, and you are having this battle right now. I do see that your sacral is stuck in a blocked Two of Cups situation. I tell people all the time, I find that to be more of the soulmate card than even the Lover's card, right? And it is reversed in your sacral right now. And I feel like you're having a hard time either moving on from somebody, or somebody is in the back of your mind making it hard for you to keep keep connections to those around you. Your root energy is the Princess, right? I feel like you're having a very hard time rooting into that divine. See, the Princess of Cups is an immature feminine energy, and feminine energy is all about intuition, which is why your gut cannot take control of the leap of faith that your heart wants, even though that is where you are trying to go. Okay? So I would definitely suggest taking some time to really ground your energy and pay attention to what is around you, right? She's got like a little basket with a turtle in it, and there's a dolphin and all that. And I've always looked at this card as I give generously to the universe, and the universe gives generously back into me. But for you, and with this being in your root, I see that you really need to stabilize this energy. You really need to practice actual grounding into Gaia Earth energy. Alright. Love you, Virgos. I do think a lot of this is because you think that you know a lot more. You're so clever that you understand so much that when you can't understand something that has not logical, you have a very hard time and it can throw you off. So just ground into that intuition energy and balance definitely the heart and the solar plexus there between what you love and what you do. All right, Libra. Libra, 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 Libra. Oh, my Libras. Where's my lighter? Alright, Libra. Here we go. The crown is Prince of Pentacles reversed. You don't understand where you're supposed to take your next steps. Not in the 3D physical reality. But I don't know what physical step I am supposed to be making next. I do know that I'm trying to be as just as I can in the situation. I see and I am trying my best to do my intuition, follow my intuition calmly through meditations and trusting the messages that come with me. I see that you are having a hard time expressing strength through your throat chakra. You are struggling to really communicate that this situation or whatever it is you are dealing with is as serious as it is to the other person you are dealing with. Your heart is in the tower. You are done, I think, and you are having a very hard time explaining this to the other person, right? You're like, I'm tired of it. I mean, you've got your card in your third eye, so your balance in what it is you perceive is correct. So if you're dealing with somebody who's like trying to get you to see it a different way, no, your perception of what's going on is cool. Trust that heart feeling. This looks like a heart center opening. All right, I see that your solar plexus, what you are doing is avoiding completing a cycle. You're avoiding completing this cycle because you are scared of what it will be like in your sensual, pleasurable, social areas if you have to start anew. And the reason you are blocking yourself out is because you are rooted in futility. You feel like anything you do is going to be futile, okay? The only upright cards you have is your root, futility, your heart, the tower, and your third eye that you see. You guys, you see it and you're ignoring it, and you always have done that, and you need to break that cycle if you want to end these cycles, okay? Whatever you're dealing with, it's over. Which is why you can't see where you need to make the next step, because you're not, for you it's over, but you're not expressing the overness to the other person. Make sense? Stop being wishy-washy, stop letting them manipulate you. Scorps! What are my scorpionic people doing? Huh? I got 3 Scorpio placements. Pluto is one. Pluto and Mercury. One of the big planets. I don't remember which one. Alright, Scorpio. How are y'all doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? All right. I think that your biggest struggle right now is you do not understand how you have fallen out of the frequency of abundance. I think that you are struggling to stay tapped into it. It's like, even if you can bring it in, it feels like it's bleeding out just as fast, right? Your third eye, you don't see what it is you need to go. I see a lot of worry about money here. I don't see, you can't see what it is. You can't see, your intuition is not really helping you right now as to what it is that you need to do next. You're talking constantly about failures. Woe is me, this happened, if this hadn't happened, if this happened, if this hadn't happened, right? So you're constantly focused and speaking and communicating and expressing and trying to use failures to inspire others to, I guess, help you. Or, you know, stop talking about failures. All right, that's where the block is. Because those three are your reverse cards. What breaks it is your heart. You have the strength. Your heart and what you love to do, you do have the strength, right? With the Nine of Wands here. You do have the strength, and you do need to defend your passions, right? Don't allow past failures and stop speaking about them to hold you back, right? Now, again, keep stopping at 6. Your solar plexus, what you do is everything that you need to be doing to be attracting wealth, to be gaining it. You are taking the steps. Just because you can't see where you're going doesn't mean you're not taking the proper steps to it. You are taking the proper steps, and you do have the strength to keep going. Just stop focusing and speaking about the failures of the past, right? You don't want to manifest that into the future. I do see your sacral. You got the Princess of Passion reversed. Now that's not really cool, Scorpio, because you guys can be some of the most sensual and sociable people out there. So for you to have the Princess of Passion reversed in your sacral, you need to turn back in. You need to not just learn how to love yourself. You need to learn how to find yourself even attractive, I think, is the problem right now. It's like, you can feign all the confidence in the world, but if you don't actually love yourself, then you're just going to keep feigning passion, and it won't be pleasurable. Make sense? Your root, I believe a lot of this upheaval is you're rooted in the fact that you know you need to take a leap to make a drastic change. I think that you even you understand that. In the sense of, the root is the I am chakra. So it's like, I am, well, who are you? Because you got the Princess of Passion reversed, which means you're pumping out the energy of this, but you don't actually feel it. Who are you? You do present yourself as someone who takes care of themselves and can manifest this money. Right? Manifest and take care of themselves. You are strong enough. Your heart says you are, right? So stop speaking about past failures, because that's how you drag those timelines and repeat them into the front. Stop trying to figure it all out, because you're an overthinking sign too. Stop trying to figure it out. As long as you're physically making the steps, you will eventually see where you're going. I think the reason you can't see what you're going is why you are blocking yourself, and that's the understanding you don't have that's blocking you from your abundance, right? Alright. Scorpio. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Fellow fire sign. I got Sagittarius moon. You know what, Saggy, I feel like because I'm getting this energy that somebody is shaking you. Don't let anybody tell you who you are, because I deal with this a lot with fire signs, because I'm a triple fire sign, you know, Aries sun, Leo rising, Sagittarian moon, and I've always described Aries as like a laser beam, or those welding cutters, right? Precision cutting, high focus, heat energy. And Leo's as being this warm, big bonfire that everybody goes around. With Sagittarius, I've always seen you guys like the whole night sky. You guys are like the Milky Way, right? For every dot of light within the darkness twinkles with freaking wonder. And there's something just so beautiful about the darkness in between it all that you just can't help but stare at wonder at Sagittarians. I just had a strong feeling that you guys needed to hear that today. Alright, Sagittarius. I see you have an understanding, and I just got the got my mind on my money and my money on my mind in your crown here with the Ten of Pentacles, working it out, getting it done, taking care of things. I do see you getting over a defeat here in your third eye, right? You see, you understand, your intuition has told you, and you understand and trust that this defeat was a defeat, is over. I see that you're through. You're ready to start speaking about a truce, right? Whatever high intense situation, you're ready to recover from it. You've taken some time to recuperate, and now you're ready to speak about maybe possibly recuperating and making a truce. Your heart, sorry. Your heart is still in this area of contemplation, and I feel like you're just trying to make around you as comfortable as possible, right? And not trying to trigger on it too much. I feel like you've probably just gone through a lot, right? For your solar plexus, I got Nine of Wands. You are defending yourself, but you are defending you're defending the fact that you are stronger than people may have given you credit for, right? I do see in your sacral area, right? I do see this as kind of the completion of a major cycle between you and another individual, right? A balancing out of this masculine, feminine energy that's gone on, right? But be mindful, as this is not a great energy for a fire sign to be rooted in. This is reverse princess. You do not want to be rooted in the reversed, spoiled princess energy, okay? This energy, she can kind of sometimes be a bit prissy and spoiled, right? But in this one, she's mean and bratty, all right? You don't want to be grounded in that energy. That's not how you're going to balance anything, right? Yeah, I think you guys understand what I'm saying there, right? It's all as dramatic as you want to make it. So if you're ready to really call this truce, and you really want this peace, and you want to get back into this crown energy here, you're going to have to just accept this defeat for what it is, right? Whatever the defeat was, whatever argument it was, because I feel like the argument was probably you're being a spoiled little princess. I love y'all. I love you. I love you. And just because I'm saying this term spoiled little princess, that is just the energy of it. Men can be just as diva and just as princessy as females are, so that is not a gender biased reading. Alright. Sagittarians. Capricorns. I think I skipped you guys the other day. It was bothering me the whole rest of the day. I was like, I don't think I read for Capricorn, so here we go. Chakra reading for my Capricorns, or as my son used to call you guys, Goda-corn, because he is a Capricorn. He used to go, I don't want to be a Goda-corn. He wanted a cool zodiac. I just looked at him, I'm like, I'm a goat too, dude. I'm a ram. It's okay. Alright, Capricorns. What we got going on here for y'all? Rough energies, y'all. Rough energies. Alright, you are in a reversed Queen of Cups at your crown, right? You're just like, it's an understanding of, I don't feel very nurturing right now, and you understand that. I see that your third eye, you are also, somebody else got this in their third eye too. You see this as a rite of passage, and you're trying to logically put all the pieces in an area that makes the lesson make sense, right? Your throat chakra, you got the Queen of Swords here. Your throat chakra, you are clearly expressing what it is you will and will no longer tolerate. That is perfectly healthy, and everybody should not be afraid to do that. Or as the princess can say it in a mean and bratty way, the queen says it in a more eloquent way that presents both facts and logic to the answer, right? But do you see that your heart is worried about what you are going to be doing financially, where you're going to be living, feeling kind of out in the cold, just a lot of worry at the heart of your situation here. I do see you are working on your skills. They're not perfect yet. You have to be open for constructive criticism and allow people to teach you how to do new things. I know that's not always easy, especially for you guys. Just personal experience. Y'all really like to be able to do things on your own right off the bat. And if you're not perfect at it right away, you tend to have a big problem of really kind of second guessing whether you could ever do it really at all. And don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. If you truly love to do it, then just keep working at it. And if it's something you love to do and you don't feel like it has monetary value, do it for you. You don't have to do it for money. You can find other avenues. A lot of people get mixed up thinking that their purpose means they have to do their purpose to make money. No. No. You can just enjoy math and do accounting for this and then still do whatever art or meditation or classes and things like that on the side, right? For your sacral, I still see you got a lot of passion, right? You still feel a lot of passion. You still feel in that area, right? You definitely don't feel blocked, and you definitely want to make moves in that area. I do think though that you were a little you're rooted in this Five of Cups. See, so you got the two fives here, both reversed, your heart and your root, and that's not going to get you anywhere, right? That's what's got you doing this. Alright? So you need to stop focusing so much on this criticism on your work or being too critical of your own work here, right? And stop focusing on spilt cups and the criticism and focus on the Two of Cups, love connections, soul connections that you have around you that do love and support you, okay? And that'll be the ones that will feed you the energy that can help you bring you the change that you want. Aquarius. Aquarius. How Aqua Baby's doing? Still gonna look up that movie again. How you doing? How you doing, Aqua? Y'all ready for a reading? Ready for something? Ready for anything? Are you feeling this great age of Aquarian energy? Huh? I would say last few years has been the age of poor Capricorn. It's only fair. Trust me. Pisces gets it next. I know it's the grand age of Aquarius, but you know the rest of the cycles do that, right? Next few years will be all about Aquarius, it'll be all about Pisces, it'll be... Or however that works. I'm not really 100% sure. That's why I dropped it. Alright, y'all. Aquarius, I see that you do understand that you are at completing a major cycle and starting a new one for yourself. Right in your crown. I do see, though, that your third eye, you get the Six of Cups reversed. In this deck, it says pleasure. And it feels like your third eye is like focusing on something that you missed terribly bad. Something that brought you a lot of joy at one time. And for some reason your third eye is still focused on it. Your third eye is still focused on it, but your throat is all about keeping it going. What? Prudence, making that money, speaking about business, keeping your words, using your words to keep your focus on bringing in more abundance, right? Your heart lies with the Queen of Fire, right? You have a lot of passion too, right? Oh, with the Jaguar there too, right? Your heart is extremely passionate, and it is in tune with the divine feminine energies. So it is the intuition from your heart center into what you love is very, very strong. I do see your solar plexus. You do see the completion of the cycle, and you are working to finish completing it, right? Your sacral, though, is past failures in your sacral area. Maybe regretting past relationships or things you have done in the past regarding those areas, seeing yourself as maybe failing to defend yourself or take care of yourself properly in this area, It's hard to speak about the sacral area, y'all. I'm just going to be honest about that. But I would say do not focus on the failures. There is no real way to be a failure in this area. The only way you can be a failure in this area is if you do not explain what feels good to you and what is acceptable to you, right? And what is acceptable to speak about. Like, the sacral is also sociability, so it's like you are allowed to have boundaries on what people know about you and what people don't know about you, okay? And I feel like your failure that you're getting in this area is somebody knows something about you that is probably kink shaming you in that area, and that makes you feel like a failure as well. That's the other energy that I just picked up. Healthy boundaries, y'all, in this area. Healthy boundaries, that's it. There's no failures. There's lessons learned. And if the lesson is learned is no, I will never do that again. From now on, I protect myself. From now on, my sacral is sacred. You're allowed to change. Just because you have done things in the past don't mean you need to continue to do them. You are also allowed to like what you are allowed to like. And if it is what you like, if that is a deal breaker for you, that does not make it a failure if it's something that you feel you need in those areas to keep all your chakras balanced. Okay? I also just got the message in that says, do you, boo, if you can't find anybody. Do you as you would want somebody else to do you. Also will help you put this all balance out that for you. Alright, you're rooted in, you are, and you do, and you are rooted in following the path that you see brings you the most passion. Okay? Which is an awesome energy to do. Stay in that. Stay rooted in the energy. Stay rooted in the energy of following your passion. Don't let this kind of distract you too much, all right? Definitely work out where your healthy boundaries are and what it is that you need. Sacral energy, I feel, the most important thing about I feel is expressing how you feel genuinely to your partner, which means no faking it. No faking it. All right? Just keep those cycles closing, keep working through them, right? Following your passion, keep doing this too, keep talking your talk and walking the walk when it comes to your businesses and finances. Don't allow happy memories to make you sad, and keep understanding that the end of every cycle is the beginning of another cycle. Alright, Aquarius. And made me go over. Somebody made me go over. Pisces. Whew. Pisces. How's my fishies? Two souls swimming in a fishbowl. Come here now. Where'd you go? Pisces, I see that you finally have gotten the grasp of chasing and worrying about money makes you chase and worry money all the time. Finally getting that spiritual knowledge around that Five of Pentacles energy, which is awesome. I do see that your third eye sees that you are not really in a Ten of Cuppy area right now. Your intuition is telling you this is not a true Nine of Cups. I feel like there's a persona of the Nine of Cups out there since it is showing up, but I feel like where it is landed with your third eye is that you see it's not a genuine Nine of Cups right now. So your throat is being quiet at the moment. You're trying to keep mouth closed and observe. And the Hangman I love is it's usually, this deck doesn't have the water in it, but usually they're hanging over water. And there's this whole thing to Odin obtaining knowledge with this, right? You are holding your words until they are useful. So it's like you're not being forced to hold your tongue, but you are holding your tongue at the moment. Right? I see your heart is in a reverse Ten of Swords, which means I see that you do understand that the situation you are in is affecting your heart energy, but instead of allowing whatever is going on to cause you to pop off at the mouth and cause a lot of drama, you are avoiding drama at the moment. That's the Hangman right there with your throat. But I'm not going to let myself be the victim drama queen anymore. My heart is not a victim drama queen. My heart is stronger than that, and I control the energy of which is projected from it. Right? I do see you do put out plenty of messages of love. If someone is trying to convince you that you do not, the most that you're putting most determination and where most of your power is with your solar plexus and where your biggest strength is, you do express love very well. Do not let anybody convince you that you do not, okay? For the sacral, don't feel like you're very in your power. Alright? Don't feel like you're very in your power. You get Ten of Cups reversed there, and you are rooted in the Nine of Cups. Now, the reason you don't feel like you're in your power in your sacral is because you are not rooted in the I am. You are not rooted in the I am. Love myself. You do not feel like you are in your own sacral power. Right? And it's kind of very close to what I just gave Aquarius with the do you, boo. Love you the way that... Stop waiting for someone to love you the way you should be loving yourself. And don't be afraid to handle yourself. Right? You're allowed to. Alright? There's a lot of weird blocks in these areas that I'm sensing, and it's just like, you're allowed to. It's not, you know, it's okay to love yourself. Alright, it's okay to bring yourself pleasure. You're allowed to do these things. And I mean, and the sacral is all about, yeah, it's about, you know, bow chicka bow bow, but it's also just about sensuality and pleasure and sociability. So even if what gives you that buzzy, tingly feeling is buying yourself something really nice, you're allowed to do that. Okay, you're allowed to love yourself the way others expect you to spoil them. Alright? Alright, y'all. Let's get one oracle card for the whole collective, right? We were talking about this the other day, like Ophiuchus is the 13th zodiac. That is like the main conjurer, high priest, high priestess. You can see Ophiuchus as a male holding a snake or a female holding a snake. I'm not going to get into that rabbit hole right at this moment, but it's like you are the 13th zodiac, and you can call upon the energies of all these zodiacs at any time to help you and aid you in any areas that you need help in, right? To bring you strength if you need it. You can always ask, what would Virgo do? What would Leo do? What would Aries do in this situation? Don't be afraid to ask yourself that. That's how you pull upon the energy. That's how you call upon your 5D oversouls and your friends to come and help you make these hard decisions. That is how you find your true bravery, and that is where you find your magic. I love y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. Blessed be y'all. Catch you later.